This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We talk with a state trooper about school safety. Happy Friday, friends, and I thank you for watching. I'm Ken Carr. Remember, you can watch us on the air, online, and on the Samsung Productions app. Let's get to our headlines now from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. The Hazleton Area School District sent out a robocall last night to district parents. The call was in response to an alleged rumor on social media. Superintendent Brian Uplinger says the incident began last week with an alleged threat on social media. The matter was immediately turned over to the Pennsylvania State Police. He says the threat alleged that a student would shoot up the Career Center today, March 8th. State Police determined there was no credibility to the rumor. The robocall informed parents that there were rumors circulating about a possible threat. It also stated that the incident occurred after school hours, was fully investigated by State Police, and that the incident had been closed. It also informed parents that there would be school today. Superintendent Uplinger tells us that after the robocall went out, the district received 15 tips about the rumor via the Safe to Say app. Uplinger says there were no tips prior to the robocall. He stressed that alerts should be made right away so that the district can be proactive and not reactive. He urges students and the public to use the app, call or email district officials immediately in the event of any potential threat. The Pennsylvania State Police are always concerned with school safety. The topic was the focus of a recent interview in our studio. Here's Lisa Sugart.
Welcome to another episode of Troopers Corner. Pleased to welcome back our dear friend, Trooper First Class David Peters, who is a public information officer with Troop N in Hazleton. We want to talk about school security this time, and the Pennsylvania State Police heavily involved in keeping our children safe.
Absolutely. Some of the things we do for the community, and that could be not just schools that sit in a primary jurisdiction of state police, is we've helped a lot of schools increase their security awareness, help them create more feasible emergency plans for a time of crisis. And I've done some workshops and exercises with them so they can better secure their building and plan for an incident that we obviously hope nothing ever happens. But we've also, since last year, increased our presence in and around schools, whether that be in our coverage area or outside areas. And what I mean by that is driving through parking lots multiple times a day, different schools, as well as possibly stopping in, speaking with administration, things like that.
And it's good to keep communicating with the schools so that you're aware of any situations that could possibly develop.
Absolutely. A lot of information that comes in prior to these types of incidents might be being seen on Facebook or other type of social media things that if the people get that information, they're not really sure where to go with it. In a lot of cases, they've called law enforcement, but in some cases, they've reported to the school. And having that open means of communication with the school, that's going to bring that information to us, and maybe we could stop something before it happens.
Have you had any feedback maybe from parents or even students who maybe are glad to see you there?
Yes, we get a lot of good feedback in some of the exercises that we've been doing with schools. We've tried to include parents and students and taking it from their perspective as to how safe do they feel and how parents feel about that. A lot of things you see in these types of situations are a lot of chaos afterwards in regards to parents coming to the scene, students fleeing the buildings and going different places. So it's about collectively looking at an incident like that and how do we manage it, how do we prevent that, and how do we educate the parents and the students.
Well, lastly, for anyone out there who might, overhear something or suspect something, what's the best advice for them?
It's the same topic we use when for terrorism. See something, say something. If you see something or you don't feel right about it and you think someone's threatening to do anything, it just doesn't have to be a school, shoot up anything or create an act of violence somewhere, please report it. Don't dismiss what you feel. If it felt wrong in your gut, it probably isn't right, and you should report that.
Great advice, as always, from Trooper David Peters and the Pennsylvania State Police.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Let it melt, let it melt, let it melt. We do have a bit of a warm-up for Saturday. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. We'll start with tonight, though. Cloudy and then gradually becoming partly cloudy, low of 22 degrees. On Saturday, sunny with a high in the low 40s. Saturday night, though, 90% chance of some rain and snow, maybe some sleet, new snow and sleet accumulation of around 2 inches. We'll have a low of 32 degrees. Very windy with wind gusts as high as 26 miles per hour. Then on Sunday, rain mainly before 10 a.m., then a chance of showers, 80% chance of precipitation, high of 48. Sunday night, mostly cloudy, low of 32. Monday, mostly sunny. We're back in the 40s. At night, partly cloudy, low of 24, high of 37. On Tuesday, mostly sunny, mostly clear. Tuesday night, low of 21 degrees. After day one of the PIAA Wrestling State Championships, 2 of our local wrestlers moved on to the quarterfinals. Here's the SSPTV Standard Speaker scoreboard. In the AAA tournament at 220 pounds, Hazleton area Shane Noonan is now 42-0 on the year with a pin of Dylan Ferretti of Hempfield area. That was to open things up for Shane Noonan. So he's on to the quarterfinals. A win there will guarantee him a state medal. Now our 5 wrestlers in the AA tournament at 285 pounds, North Schuylkill's Ryan Wheats opened with a win there. He moved on to the quarterfinals where he lost a decision to Derek Skeekan from Reynolds, and then he lost to Emmanuel Lal of Church Farm School. Colin Fagley of Mono area lost his first match but won 2 in the consolation bracket to lock up a state medal and is now wrestling for 8th place or better at 195 pounds. Tamaulipas Bronson Strauss lost today in the consolation bracket and is out of the tournament. At 170 pounds, Tamaulipas sophomore Nate Wickersham, his season ended with 2 losses at Hershey, as did Mono area's Danny Lawrence. Also had those 2 straight losses. Both are underclassmen and will have another shot at states next year. For continuing coverage this weekend, pick up the Standard Speaker or go to standardspeaker.com. Penn State Hazleton women's softball team has wrapped up their annual trip to Florida to start the season. The local Lions started off with 2 wins before dropping the next 4. They head back north now to the cold. They'll get a week off and then they have their first home game on Tuesday, March 19th against Clark Summit University. Penn State Hazleton baseball team lost 2 games in Florida. They have 1 more game in the Sunshine State today. Coming up, a look back at Hazleton area's successful 2018 football season and the career of 2 players who are ready to compete at the next level. Up next, what you should know about animal safety in Pennsylvania. Hear from a state dog warden after the break. Watch SSPTV in HD in Hazleton on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513 and in SD on Channel 13.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. Holy Family Academy will be having a night at the races tomorrow night. Doors will open at 6 p.m. Post time is 7 p.m. Horses will be $10 to buy. On Sunday, there will be a bingo fundraiser to benefit the Hazleton Area Recreation Program. Tickets are $20 in advance and $25 at the door. Games will start at 1:30 p.m. For more information, you can call one of the 2 numbers on your screen. Veterans and their families are invited to attend the Care to Prevent Cancer Fair on Tuesday, March 12th from 10 a.m. to 12 noon on the 2nd floor of the Wilkes-Barre VA Medical Center. You must register in advance. And Booty's Place in Hazleton has a few weekend specials for this weekend, and they are currently listed on your screen. For more information, you can call Booty's Place at 570-455-5551. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Anna H. Gallagher of Freeland. The McEwilcheck Funeral Home will announce their arrangements. Robert L. Paisley of Hazel Township. Mass will be Monday at 10 a.m. at Holy Name of Jesus Parish at Transfiguration Church. Friends may call Monday from 9 to 10 a.m. at the church. The Hillary J. Bonham Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. And Gladys M. Sadowski of Beaverbrook. Services will be private under the Hazel Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home.